Hello and welcome, my ground-up bags of hamster meat. It's SJB here, and this is Chimps mode. No continues, no health, no income, no monkey knowledge, no powers, no selling. The hardest game mode in all of BTD6. And today, I want to show you how to make it so unbelievably easy, you're going to just be like, whoa, I didn't realize that's possible. So to start off, it's a really easy way. You just want to build a triple dart monkey play. Usually you want to spread them out just a little bit to make them not miss that much. And usually I would say put them closer to the back of the map because we want to put most of our other towers here near the middle or the front of the map. And we just let them go. Let them pop the balloons for a little bit. A triple dart monkey start is the only start to beat even the most difficult maps in the entirety of the game on round 6 and 7. So let them go to town. Let them pop the balloons. Almost any map this will work. Even without any targeting or positioning or anything else, just kind of let them go to town, and we're going to wait until we get a little bit more money here. Alright, so once we beat level 8, or round 8, we have the money for a ninja. So we're going to throw it in a ninja. We're going to put a ninja towards the front of the map. Alright, again, whenever you put these towers down, put them somewhere near the middle-ish of the front of the map is probably best. Always put them down in the spot where they can hit more of the, barely hit the blues at the very beginning, and then, of course, more area where I can hit them a little bit closer to the middle of the map. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my ninja on strong today, which might seem a little bit awkward, but the reason why we do this is because we want to hit the strongest balloons, knocking them down a couple layers so we can keep the other balloons on the screen just a little bit longer. You know, for example, we can knock down a pink or a yellow or whatever. That'll allow my dart monkeys more time to randomly clean up any other balloons that are coming in here. So, plus, even if we do have the biggest balloons in the game, he's still going to chase in the right way. It's not a big deal. And then we want to save up our money. So we're going to talk about the strategy just really, really quickly here. The overall overarching strategy is 3 towers. Okay, we're going to go for a ninja. We're going to upgrade him up to 402. That is a heat-seeking, amazing camo-detecting tower that has only one weakness, and that's leads and/or camo leads. All right, that's it. Everything else, he pops. An alchemist, which is going to be a buffer tower. We want them to buff the random towers around him. And then our hero, which is going to be, in this case, Adora. Now, we're going to put Adora pretty close to our ninja here, and we also want to put Adora on strong for the exact same reason as the ninja. Now, the cool thing about these towers is they are balloon-seeking, or heat-seeking, or however you want to think about it. They are fairly strong, and they're both easily buffable, and that's where the Alchemist comes into play. So we're going to throw these 3 towers together. One thing to keep in mind here when you're throwing down your Alchemist is that he is going to buff the closest tower to him more, and the second closest tower a little less, but still enough. Okay, so when we throw this Elk down, I want to put him a little bit closer to Adora if I want him to be a better long-term tower, and if I want him to be a better short-term tower than Ninja. So in my case, I think it makes sense to put him closer to Adora. So we're going to put him closer to Adora. I want to have a good long-term gameplay here. I've got a full 100 rounds to take down, so I want to get some buffing going. Next thing you're going to do is you want to start upgrading your ninjas. We're going to go all the way up to that top path. We talked about 402 earlier. So a double shot. 2 shurikens at once is nice. Seeking shuriken means now we have 2 towers that literally balloon seek right now. It's insanity, dude. You can't possibly mess up when you just have towers that just balloon seek everywhere. And Adora only gets stronger and stronger as time goes on because every hero is going to level up, and she levels up pretty nicely. So at this point, I want to save up all the way for a 4th here. I'm going to get Bloon Jitsu, I'm going to get the Caltrops, and then we'll start Alkin. I kind of want to confuse the people watching, so if you guys want to be uber-duper nice, press the like button, use my creator support code just by going here and typing in SJB, and then leave a comment with your favorite fruit. The more obscure, the better, though. Alright, so it looks at like on round 31 here, we can afford the Bloon Jitsu. The nice thing about Bloon Jitsu is throws 5 shurikens at once. And the reason why this works really, really well is because both of these towers are going to have multiple projectiles that they shoot out. Adora is going to get more and more projectiles as time goes on. For example, she already shoots out 3 projectiles, but I think she goes up to like 6 or 7 or something like that by the end of the game. And then the ninja, we could eventually go for 8 shurikens at once, but just as a 4th tier, 5 is really, really, really nice because, again, easily buffable. Every single one of those projectiles is now going to gain extra damage, range, and we're going to have extra attack speed on top of that. So this is a very, very nice tower to combine with both of these guys. In fact, so nice that it's worth to just go straight up into a 4th tier. So we're going to go Stronger Stem, and I'm going to combine that Stronger Stem with both a Stronger Acid and Perishing Potions, just so the Alchemy is going to last a little bit longer. That's the main reason for the middle path here. I want the Alchemy to last longer rather than hitting more towers, basically. So, at this point, we're already at round 37. We do have a Moab coming out in just a couple rounds here, but we do notice that the balloon popping power here is quite phenomenal. I mean, these balloons are not getting anywhere on the screen. We just annihilate very easily. Even camo balloons, purple balloons, lead balloons, whatever's coming out against us, it just doesn't seem to matter. And don't forget, both these guys are on strong. So let's help us out just that little tiny bit here. All right, so we're going to also go for that stronger stim. And then I told you guys I wanted a 402, so we're going to finish off with that Caltrops here. This is a very nice Moab popping power combo. All right. We have some extra money here, so if we want to spend it on something else, we can. One tower that I would recommend to a lot of players if they're brand new and they're like, oh crap, I'm kind of worried about balloons. A Spike Factory is not a bad tower, okay? It's a really good cleanup tower. If you have anything go wrong or you make a mistake or something, he will save you in a lot of situations, especially when you have no continues and you want to get that black Chimps metal flowing. So Spike Factory, easy answer, but I don't want to use that today. Instead, we want to start saving up for our next big boy, all right? But before we get there, we got to do one other thing. We like buffs. I like buffs. And we do know that round 59 is coming up, which is a camo lead round. And I cannot pop camo leads with this current strategy well. Technically, I can with acidic mixture dip, but it's like a RNG kind of thing, and it's not worth. So because it's just good, this is what we're going to do. We're going to combine everybody up in a nice little village here. Just going to wrap them up in a nice 2-2 village. This gives us the extra attack speed for both of these guys. It's going to give us the camo detection for the radar scanner. Now, anybody we put inside the range here, you're going to get that extra attack speed and extra range. If you can, any map that you can do this on, just do it. 2-2 Village is probably the most important tower in your entire arsenal for a late game. Even though it seems so stupid. Having every single expensive $100,000 tower, $80,000 tower, whatever it is, have 15% extra attack speed is kind of an insane buff. And now you're going to see the money's going to start to flow in. So this is where it gets kind of funky. Because it's like, whoa, 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 Chris, I followed your strategy. Now what do I do at this point? Well, personally, I would always recommend a couple towers, okay? There's an easy answer, which is kind of like your weird safety net, which is just a permaspike. It's 32k, and he just goes down in the back, and no matter what, you're not going to lose until at least round 90 with a permaspike. So you can then spend your time on other things if you want, which is kind of fun. But permaspike has been nerfed quite a bit. He's not as good as he used to be, and even though he is fantastic up until around 90 or so, he does fall off pretty hard after that. If you just get overwhelmed at all, it's just basically game over. So you can start saving up for other things like a MAD, which is just going to straight up pop every single Moab class balloon in the entirety of the game here. But I like a tower even better than that because you don't have to micro. Just kind of let him fly around and do his own thing. It's a heli pilot. All right, so we're going to put the heli pilot in range of the village. We want to get those buffs. We're going to put them away from the Alk. We don't want to really have them be next to the Alk, at least yet. And all I'm going to do for now is I'm going to go for a quick Razor Rotors Heli, and then because we already have the camo detection, I don't need that. We're going to go for the bottom path combo, the faster firing. Now, at this point, we've got a lot of money all set to go here, and to get to an Apache Dart Chip, it only costs $21,000, but I want to show you guys this combo right here, how good it is. I just want to see how much money can I save up before we start to lose. All right, round 63 is probably going to be the only tough round for us. Other than that, everything should just be easy peasy. We got our first BFB coming out around 60. Things are going pretty well, though, as you can plainly see. I mean, things are still just not getting anywhere. The problem is, I guess, at this point, is that even though Dora can see through walls when she's out, she has like a pretty decent range here. If they do get past this area right here, they're just going to go all the way through. I mean, 3 Dartbook is not going to stop Moab class Bloon or anything like that. So all of my defense is, unfortunately, in the front of the map, except for, of course, my heli, which can fly around and do kind of whatever he wants to do. So I'll be straight with you. $31,000 at this point is a lot of money, but can we pop round 63? With just this strategy right here with a Ninja, an Alcadora, and a Razor Rotors Heli? Probably not. So by this point, you probably want to go for your Apache Dart Ship. All right. This guy's your cleanup tower. He's going to be pretty much godlike for the next 17 rounds or so. He's just good. He pops Bloons, he pops Moabs, he pops everything, and he's also fairly easily buffable. So we're going to buff him. We're going to get more buffs going. We're going to go for one more Elk. I'm going to put him inside of the range of the village here, because why not? And we're going to go for a nice, again, 4-2-0. Okay, spend a little bit more money here. Now, watch the money start to flow in now. All right. This is the strategy that gets everything going. Ninja Alcadora, and then you can flow it into whatever you desire. Whatever your favorite 4th tier is, whatever your favorite 5th tier is, the money is going to be there because you have a solid base right now. And don't forget, these guys are not like just going to fall off the edge and just fall into oblivion or anything like that. They're not worthless anymore. They're still pretty good. This Ninja for the rest of the game will be popping a decent amount of balloons. This hero here is only going to get stronger and stronger and stronger, and if I would use abilities on top of it, she's going to get even stronger and stronger and stronger. Like, there's so many ways to play around this. But right now, I just want to show you guys, again, the amount of money that we can save up. So we have to show you the options available to you. One thing that you'll learn about BTD6 is that you often have a couple troublesome rounds kind of surrounded by a bunch of just filler. Rounds that aren't really that bad. Some of the rounds that are very bad, though, are round 75, 76, 78, possibly 79, depending on what kind of strategy you're going for, and 80. These 5 rounds are very tricky, and Ninja Kiwi did this on purpose because this is the end of hard mode. Luckily for us, though, our strategy is pretty much a rockstar combo, and it's just gonna go down. 75 goes down pretty easily. 76, which is a bunch of regen balloons, goes down easily. We've got a bunch of group popping power here for 77, so it's not going to be that big of a deal. Once we get to around 78, we do have full cam detection for all of our towers at this point, so it's just a good combo to go for. Don't have to worry about nothing. So this is a regular Ceramic Rush. We're going to have a BFB and a couple random balloons here, and I'm going to show you guys the Camo Ceramic Rush in just a second. All right, these camos got to be coming out any second now. Camo Ceramics, kind of problematic, often forgotten about, but they make it, I don't know, like 1/4 of the way through the map here. Like, that was the furthest thing we've had in quite a while, getting through our defense. 79. Things are just going down so easily, and we already have $40,000 saved up. Holy crap. Bola, bro. I mean, the strategy's gotta have some weaknesses, right? I mean, once we hit round 80, 81, we'll have free play rounds. The game's just gotta change to be not in our favor, right? Maybe not, bro. Maybe not. So we go. Here's our first. Oh my god! Don't feel bad about using abilities. Adora's ability. Whenever you have any weaknesses, use the ball of light against big balloons. Use the what's it called? The arc light or whatever on the smaller balloons. You do have a really good time here. Even round 80, a big oh my god rush. Not that bad. Free play rounds. This is where things can often get quite scary. Big chunks of BFBs at this point. Nothing like we've seen before. The level of difficulty just went up exponential, but the money has also increased quite drastically. The amount of balloons coming out means lots and lots of money for us. So, believe it or not, $50,000 is enough money to buy so many towers. It's kind of crazy, but we can go a little bit bigger, a little bit higher than even this with this current strategy. I want to save up like 60, maybe 70k, and I want to show you guys what we can do with all that money, all the different options available to you. All right, again, big chunks of balloons. We just broke 60k at this point. It's kind of wild. We are starting to get to the point where we're like, we're not dominating anymore. We're going to have to start using our abilities and stuff like that. So don't think that you're just automatically godlike. That's not true. But there's, I mean, this is like affording a mad kind of quality here. This is affording a mad, getting a Bez at this point, which is just insanity. We could easily buy a biggest one just all the way through, a Pop and Awe, all the way through Bloon Incineration, all the way through. We could buy a Bloon Solver easily with tons of money left over. We can even buy a frickin' Moab Dom at this point. Oh my god. Like, seriously? What are we gonna buy? Well, we've been working on them the entire game. Why don't we buy an Apache Prime? Okay. So, I just kind of want to hit 70k just because it's kind of like a cool number to show off how good we are. And then we're going to buy the Apache Prime officially. But we do have to be careful because we got a couple difficult rounds coming up in here that the Apache Prime, believe it or not, is not that good against. And my current strategy probably can't beat. Yeah, it's a little bit scary to know, but I want to hit that 70k mark. We're going to buy that Apache Prime. You're going to see the big difference in popping power than once you hit Apache Prime. This is a 5th tier, $50,000 tower. Boom, 70k. Apache Prime is up. We've got Oh My Gods just getting annihilated now. Now the balloons at the front of the map that were like ceramics and stuff before get exploded at the very beginning here. This is Oh My Gods dying at the very beginning of the map, and we still have $27,000 saved up. Ugh. But we do have a weakness, okay? Big balloons, no problem. Reinforced balloons, no problem. But we don't have one type of popping power all that easily. DDTs. Okay. So we could probably pop around 90 here if we use probably with no abilities, but if I just use Adora's ability, I could probably take down around 90. But honestly, it's like they're going to get kind of far. It's going to be kind of like, oh crap, like clearly we have found our weakness here. DDT is getting pretty far on the map. What do? Well, there's one easy solution. Mib it up. Mib it up. Monkey Intelligence Bureau gives every type of popping power to every type of attack that you have. So if you have a weakness against camos or blacks or whatever, it's no longer there. Gotta be in range, but it's no longer there. And now, watch the domination. Apache Prime, Adora, Ninja combo. It's beautiful to watch. It's beautiful to see. And now, at this point, if we really want to, we're like, oh man, these Dart Monkeys are kind of in the way. We've got Adora just to say, What? What was that? Well, one of our abilities here is to sacrifice a tower. Now, sacrificing a tower gives you a small bonus of basically popping power. It also gives you some experience. So I'm going to show you guys when I use my next one. It can give us some experience, and it's all based on how much you spend on the tower. So for a base dart monkey, one of the cheapest towers in the game, this experience is not going to go up much, but it's going to go up a little bit. But of course, we can go bigger and higher if we wanted to by sacrificing other towers, but I think we're going to stay away from that for today's purpose. But it's actually not a bad idea to do if you really want to. You can get a door up to level 20 and probably combine it with an Apache Prime. And it's one of the, it's like seriously freaking solid as crap. 94 though, big balloon round, no problem. The front of the map, it dies. DDTs, again, normally a fairly problematic round for us. Guess what Apache Prime is going to do? It's going to dominate. It's going to absolutely dominate. DDTs, everything coming out. I mean, we could use Adora's abilities to make it even better. Like look at this. They're getting stopped within the first 25% of the map. And we got $45,000 saved up again. The money just keeps flowing in at this point. We are just so good at this game. Or we just use the right towers, the right OP-ness, and we are just solid across the board. Did you guys get that? You guys catch that one? We can all be solid here with our OP-ness. All right, we got round 97 here, a bunch of reinforced. Oh my god, this is the first time we've seen these in the entirety of the game. So they are the biggest balloons. This gives you a good example of how the bad balloon is going to go, though. Because the bad balloon is also just a very big, tanky balloon. It's not even about the balloons on the inside necessarily, it's about the bad layer itself. Round 98, a huge round. Now, I should mention that Apache Prime is a great tower, but he's actually better if you put him on follow mouse. You can micro a little bit better by putting him kind of on top of the balloons. You get more damage from the racer rotors and everything. And you can kind of attack through the balloons almost, instead of just by killing the front balloons. So, do what you want, but just know that you can probably be a little bit better if you want to. All right, we got round 99 here. We're going to use Adora's ability. We got Apache Prime still doing his job against the DDTs and everything. We're going to get a little bit further into the map here. Admittedly, I didn't use my ball of light or anything, but we're still going to be able to take him down pretty easily. And the last round of the game, round 100, the bad balloon. Now, if you need any help whatsoever at this point, easy answer here is going to be a mobile eliminator. All right, it can easily be probably the best tower you're ever going to use against the bad balloon ever. Also going to be helpful against the other balloons that are coming out against you. Also, at this point, if you want it to be that good safety net tower, you can go for that perma-spike that I was telling you guys about earlier. From the back, don't have to worry about it at all. It's a no-micro, awesome, solid, across-the-board tower. Bad balloon, you're probably going to have to use your abilities here if you're going to have 70k left over at the end of the game. So just, you know, be careful with that. And then you're going to let, again, Apache Prime just kind of do the work here. We use our random ability here to try to help us out just a little bit. And Twos, oh my god, should be a cakewalk for Apache Prime. And boy, is it! We get a 3... Oh, look at that, we get a Sun Avatar. That's not bad. And we just beat it. We got 1.5 million pops with our Apache Prime. Clearly, we know who the champion here was. It was Adora. Adora did a bulk of the work. The Ninja was not bad either, don't get me wrong. A 402 tower, a like $5,000-ish tower, got 173,000 pops. That's about one-tenth of the total pops that we had to get today, right? Adora with 253, and then obviously, like, oh my god, 1.5 million pops, clearly the winner here, but we just spent a lot of money. Adora was at a $1,000 tower compared to our Ninja. It's just like insanity what you can get out of these towers if you play with them properly. Now, if you guys enjoyed this video, if you enjoyed this quick little Chimps run here, don't forget that you can test around with other towers, mess around with them, see what's going to work for you in which situation, but this is just good enough to pop a lot of the games and shows it with our big chunk of money at the end of the game. But if you guys enjoyed, press the like button, subscribe, and of course, do me an absolute solid. Click this settings section, go to creator support, and type in SJB if you think I'm your favorite creator. Thank you so much, and have a super duper delicious day.